Hello everybody, welcome to the Super League semi-final, Game 2 between Diomed and Wenteros. This could be Diomed's last game in the competition. He lost the first game 1-0 to Wenteros. So now Wenteros just has to receive and score on his drive, right? And he's through basically to get a draw. That's pretty much all he has to do, score on his drive. So he's chosen to receive and he's going to try and get it done. Very exciting. No need to swear, thank you very much, family stream. Flute the cat. I am very much a non-sweary person now. A lovely, lovely Jim, they call me. Hello, Sith Trooper. So yeah, very exciting, isn't it? Very exciting stuff. Interesting setup by Diomed. He does this kind of like weird offset. Strange. No real anti-blitz from Wenteros. He's 4 back to stop the mummy blitz. Catches the ball. Outrageous. So that's good, isn't it? That's step 1 is the consolidation, right? And step 1 has now been successful. So now if he wanted to randomly move a ghoul 7 squares forwards, it would be okay once he's got the ball. But you don't want to do it before then, that's for sure. Very important. Stabilization. Maybe Christopher B, maybe. I mean, they just dominate them, don't they? Strength 5 versus Strength 4. They just dominate the fleshies. It's a very sad time for fleshies. This is a very sad time for this guy, though. He looks like he's getting banged, doesn't he? I mean, there's time. There's time to change things. Probably this zombie up to here, right? And maybe this zombie just gets sacrificed up here. Who knows? But it is tricky versus Necro on defense. The fact that you can get like a fleshy into your face or a wraith into your face. And always stand firm. It is hard to get penetration, and they've got 2 wolves in case there's a breakthrough. Potato peelers. The ultimate potato peelers. Wolves, aren't they? Now he is going to try and blitz. It seems ripe for being pressured here. I don't like this at all. At all. I hate this, in fact. Okay, well that shows up the centre at least. But yeah, this is the problem, right? If you don't get the knockdown, you just get punched back. And he's got guards, so now you're getting clawed into clawed. I hated that blitz. He's got to rush, he's got to dodge away, yeah. He had to run away. Super interesting. Yeah, Necro dodging versus Necro, yeah. Sad times. A block, full block. Artemis can rest easy that it was a block full block. Well, now what do you do? Not so easy now. These 3 here is pretty good for defending the ball, to be fair. He's in on the mummy. I mean, the problem is the mummy you can just bang him. Is he going to run all round for the wolf blitz? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'd be double rush. And you'd have to get the guard in there. And you'd have to get the ghoul in there. Ah. Oh, he's going to come out. He's going to blitz him out this way. Okay, yeah, that's much better. I just thought of hitting into the fleshy, but yeah, obviously you don't have to do that. Here we go, 2 into 2 with a Claw Mighty. This is obviously huge if he removes a mummy. He really should have moved these two first, right, to wherever they have to be, wherever he wants them to be. Gets the big removal. Big old removal. Now, to be fair, he did get a bit more information, right, with it being the removal there. That does give him the information that it's a bit safer to do a bit of contact now. So he did get some information, but I think the amount of information you get is very rarely worth not doing safe moves first, right? Like he could have just moved the fleshy to there and the wolf to there first or whatever. You could 3D the mummy, 3D the wolfy, and then 2D the fleshy. I'm trying to say them both at the same time. Losing a mummy is real bad. There's a good chance he ends up having to score early, but I mean it's far from resolved yet, isn't it? Like he could just Kazas fleshy straight back here. Didn't, but he could have done. But yeah, I mean it's a huge swing. Undead go from undead to rubbish humans when they lose a mummy. Maybe it's not rubbish humans, bad humans. They go from undead to bad humans. And bad humans is not a place you want to be, is it really? Mighty knobs. Oh, they're still better than knobs, Salakas. Even with one mummy, they're still better than knobs. They did shake and they had a great package though, didn't they? They had a great package. Oh, he rushed. He made a rush. Oh, interesting. He made a rush. He didn't have to, right? He could have just gone. He didn't have to put this ghoul there. He could have just had the ghoul above him and then not had to rush. So he made himself roll that 2+. Will he come round and hit the tackler? I think he will. I think he will, so he will. You could even hit him from here, right, and then push him up, and then push him up, and then block him out. This is amazing, isn't it? Actually, just hit him directly there, push him up, push him up. If you do a double hit, if you do a double push. Amazing. Problem is, I guess you've got to do a blockless block to free him. Guess he valued freeing both wraiths. Problem is, he could have blocked this one and then hit with block if he didn't power him right. Whereas now he has freed both wraiths, but it doesn't mean he's got to block this. He's pretty much got to power him. No, he just hits him with a wolf. Fair enough. That's not terrible, is it? Nope, Kaz. This could have been this guy just quietly. But I guess he prioritised getting both wraiths and the fleshy, I guess, into the fight, which is completely reasonable. I'm not saying it's wrong. There's a new pope. It's not me, no. Well, now I'm a bit bamboozled, because if you're doing that, you're probably better off blitzing with a wolf, eh? Who's blitzed? Like, he could have blitzed with a wolf. He could have blitzed the zombie with a wolf, couldn't he? And then pulled the wolf back. I don't really know who he's blitzing at this point. Two into one. Spicy. I guess maybe this is the ghoul, right? It's the ghoul and he's going to have a side stepper on the ball. That's a rush to hit. Gets it. And the full power. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I really wanted to blitz this guy and then do that. The problem is, I guess, that even if he scores early, there's a good chance you don't get the win. Whereas if you can stop him scoring, there's more chance you win. BBC News probably, didn't he? Yeah. Well, he's got the 3+ away, hasn't he? But then he's completely unsupported. He could put in another player and then blitz with wrestle, but then he's in a pickle. He's in a... All these guys are surrounded. He's got guards on him. This guy's got stand firm. This is pretty horrible, isn't it? For the undead. I wonder if Diomed had the same instinct to just really want to hit this guy. He could have hit both of these. He could have basically knocked down both of these players if he'd done that blitz. I wonder how much he wanted to do that, and then convinced himself to do the arguably better positional play. Apologise. So he does make the dodge. Fair enough. But there is a good chance of him getting forced in early, isn't there? Can dodge him for the 2D there. Yeah, I think you do the ghoul dodge first. Interesting, keeps the wraith tagged. Nothing. But you can... Oh, he pushed him out! I'd have pushed him down and forward. I guess then he could block this guy, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush. Not very good though, is it? So now you've got to get these guys back down to like here. And then maybe push him in on like turn 5, so you get a 4-turn score back yourself. It's still basically a win, isn't it? It's a half a win. You don't want to rush, right? You don't use a reroll at all at this point. So you probably just want to like bring that wolf back and blitz with the other so it can get through and get further forward. Even though it's the blodge one and therefore worse at hitting. And then you can maybe rush with the fleshy at the end. Okay, well, he does take the risk of using the reroll. Like, it is better. This is one of the times when it is better, right, to do that. But that doesn't mean that it's right. It at least means that there's a pro to counter out the con, right? Like, whereas sometimes people just do things wrongly. This, at least, there was an upside to doing the rush early. But I think I'd have eaten the upside, right? Because like he's no further forward, right, than when he did the blitz. So you'd have had mostly the same. You'd have had like this would have basically been the same. And again, he should have moved that first, right? Should have moved that guy in first. So you could have done all that and then done the rush at the end. So honestly, that may have been slightly wrong, I think, there by Diomed. But this is nice, isn't it? These guys, is really hard for these guys to come back and affect the play. Obviously hard for him. Really hard for this one to affect the play. So he's really only got like 3 players. He could try like a dodge off blitz. Well, he can't blitz with the ball. Dodge off blitz, come back, you know, scream with 3 players, get another turn of stall out of it. But it really sucks having to use a reroll at this point. To then try and stop the wolves with only 1 reroll is really hard. You could, I guess you could do it with a ghoul, right? This ghoul could dodge out blitz and then come back, and then you've got like what, 1 there, 1 there, ball there, and then if you fail that, you fail it. You're probably somewhat safe. You're not very safe though, are you? You might just have to score, and if he scores, you're betting on a 2-1 Diomed win, unfortunately for Wenteros. Well, he's blockless blitzing a stand firm player. Not what I would have done. Oh, his KO stays out. Ooh. So Diomed still got all 3 rerolls, all 11 players. Oh, he's got 12 players beating me, all 11 on the pitch. Whereas Wenteros is subbing a zombie in for a mummy. There is absolutely no way on earth you could get me to bench this ghoul on defense right now. You have to stop. You've scored. You've used your sure hands, right? Like you've scored on your drive. You need players to stop him scoring now. And a ghoul is a player, and a zombie isn't. That's my analysis. Clearly Wenteros doesn't agree. He doesn't want a 90k player, he wants a 40k player on the pitch. But I would go so far as to say as I think he's wrong. Oh. Is he watching? I'm sure not. I'm sure he worked that out himself. I'm sure he worked out himself that a block ghoul is better than a skillless zombie. Like, fair enough if you haven't had your drive yet. And you want to make sure you've got your block sure hands for your drive. But he's banged in his drive, so he just needs players. Amen. Will he choose the block ghoul? Yes, he will. I thought maybe I should have chosen the block ghoul. One, two, three, four, five. Do you mean putting the ghoul in there and the fleshy in there? The wraith in there and the fleshy. Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. When his ghoul gets cast, he'll probably think, God damn it, I should have put a zombie there. Full power. Doesn't die. Probably wants this fleshy up through here, doesn't he? But then on the other hand, protecting the wolf with it is good. With a power you can move the zombie up there, yeah. Did need the power though with the zombie, that's the difference. So it was slightly safer to go with the zombie hit. Also the 1 in 9 is less bad on the zombie, right? So, but this way he does protect his blood wolf. This guy can hit the ball. Double uphill pow, then 4-4-3. Double rush, hit him. Simple. Can this guy just touch the ball? Oh no, there's a tackle zone there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush. I thought he could just literally like double rush, touch the ball. Indeed, yes, Salakis. It is Vituk format. So yeah, a draw will see victory for Wenteros. Diomed has to win to see a third game. Love this format. Honestly, like, unironically, I'm not taking the piss in any way. I think it's a brilliant format. Genius by Vitic to think of it. It's good, doesn't it? Not like he plays the game, so it's just good that we've got somebody who plays and cares about Blood Bowl. You know, essentially in charge. He seems pretty in charge of things. I don't know exactly how in charge. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, when, you know, the first time I went to France and he was there, he just seemed amazing, honestly. I was so happy that he was the dude doing things. Plays Blood Bowl, loves Blood Bowl, and he's thought of a great playoff format for us all. Multiple leagues have copied it, haven't they? Like, you need something that works with Blood Bowl because, like, overtime's just shit, isn't it? I mean, I guess you could do it with football as well, couldn't you? But football doesn't really want best of threes, does it? I guess it's got away goals, hasn't it? It's got away goals, so there is a thing for two-leg ties in football. Oh, gets a full pow. It's funny because if the wolves can't hit the mummies, it's a disaster for them, isn't it, getting stuck on them? But obviously if they can ever hit one, it's so amazing because you probably claw it out. It's got to be pretty tempting to go for this, right? Fleshy could punch. And then you can hit him 1 into 2 because you can put another guard in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can 1 into 2, but he's not going for it. Oh no, he can do it 2 into 2 because he can just go with this guy. Oh yeah, okay, he's million. No, he's not. I was gonna say he's 1,000,000% going for the mummy blitz, but he's actually not. I think he should have done. I think this is a mistake. Oh, maybe he's just gonna go in the other side. Maybe he's just going to go on the other side, right? Block this guy and then base him with like a fleshy or whatever and then go in here. Okay, it's not a mistake. Errata. Errata. But it doesn't mean he's got to do a... he had to do a blockless block anyway. Blockless block here. And then, yeah, just hit from here with this wolf. And then you've got a tackle on his ghoul as well, which is nice, isn't it? Gone walkabout right now. Oh, Miko Silva, yeah. Yeah, Wenteros is very good at the Blood Bowls. No doubt about it. Oh my god, he hasn't done it! This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Oh well, he cazzes the ghoul. Could have been a mummy, just saying. And it was the, well, it would have been the combination of Mighty and Claw against a mummy. Didn't regen though, the ghoul, whereas the mummy might have regen. I mean, it didn't show me at all, did it, Bucky? That could have been a dead mummy, which I think is better. But he was getting like tackle on both ghouls and stuff, I guess. Oh, and he just gets to hit it as well anyway now. But only without claw. Alright. Maybe I was totally wrong. Maybe you stand firm here, yeah. And then now you've got the claw hit next turn. Okay, yeah, it was way better. Way better from Diomed. Jim wrong again. See, this is the thing. I can totally admit when I'm wrong. I've got no problem with it at all. I find it weird that people, you know, do have a problem with things, you know, and they'll defend old themselves instead of thinking, oh, maybe I was wrong. And all the stand firm and the sidestep's great, isn't it? Necro, such a good team. Flip me. Great team. Necro. In NAF style, just because you get the guard wraiths at low TV, don't you? Like, it's so hard to skill them in progression. But just getting guard wraiths is incredible. Doesn't get the knockdown. That means his ghoul's getting slammed by a wolf. And even he's got the wolf hit on the mummy, just delayed by a turn still, hasn't he? So yeah, very nice. Very nice from Wenteros. Oh, he goes back. Trying to defend the fleshy. Yeah, because if he didn't defend the fleshy, then he'd have a guard here, so he'd have 3, 4, 5, right? And he'd have 2D. And then this one has got 3, would have had 3, 4, 5, 6, so he would have had 2 as well. So that either one could have hit the fleshy if he didn't size up to there, so he did protect the fleshy. I might have been inclined to not protect him in an effort to get more damage on the ghoul and to get further forward. Because he's got to get forward, right? So his fleshy getting knocked over next turn might not matter that much if it gets him, you know, if it gets him to bang on a ghoul and get further downfield with everything else. So I wasn't 100% against giving up that fleshy hit, but it's probably just better not to, isn't it? Just a push. A pointless push. But now he does get 2D, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yep. And he gets a 2D the other one as well. If he powers this, which he does. Powers him as well. And and shoves his mummy off of the wolf. Very nice. Lovely turn from Wenteros. And now, you know, Diomed could just blitz the mummy this turn, but does he want to? He probably wants to try and get downfield a little bit, doesn't he? One way or the other. Maybe he'll just free up this wolf and then switch sides a little bit. Only blocked there. Man, he's had some good dice this game, hasn't he, Diomed? He's made up for the previous game. He made 2 Kaz and a KO that hasn't recovered yet. That maybe should have been a blitz, right? Because he could have blitzed into him on a push. And then he could have ran up afterwards. This is turn 6. But he just wants to go. He wants to go for the mummy, which is fair. And to be fair, it does free up the wraith up here, doesn't it? Which is lovely. I guess you blockless block first, because that maybe gets you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right far forward, right? Blockless block is really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't risk it. So you get to there with a ghoul. And the other ghoul can go there. So this guy can get out in front to like there or whatever. No, I much prefer this guy getting out to like here, the ghoul getting to here, and then the other ghoul getting to there. That's what I preferred, like just a little bit further over. I'm on Raya, not bad tanks. A very interesting game here. Because the problem as well, this means that this hit isn't so good, right? Because he doesn't want to push him to there so much. Or at all, because now he's going to have to... Okay, he's done it. He gets the POW. Outrageous. Outrageous POW. Yeah, not a big fan of this at all. He just gives the uphill. I mean, he's got blodge, right? And he can only uphill him with, like, wrestle or tackle. But still, I feel like 1 across is just better. He could have been 1 across. This could have been 1 across. I just think it's a lot better. So again, like a slight mistake from Diomed, I'd say. In just my opinion. It's not like it's not set in stone, right? Like it's not like it's not like he's done something completely terrible. But I think that's a slightly wrong. I mean, you've got to think about the uphill, right? It's not that bad. Like a 1 in 9 with a reroll. Are you going to get better? Gives you a chance. Good, just defending properly. Maybe not. Maybe it is. So maybe you just play properly again for the turn. Try to slam in as much as you can. Try to get this guard into there and then blitz with tackle somehow. You can't even do that. I just think these two, one to the right, would be a bit better. But, you know, maybe not, right? He hasn't gone for this uphill. And now he's a bit more central. Should we go up here? Yeah. Scoring threat. The Wraith. Oof, the doubles. That's a rough reroll, isn't it? Like, second to last action. Should he have rerolled it? Who knows? Is the wolf going to blitz the ghoul here? Probably. And then you've got these three to come down with the ball. Oh, it was a blitz. No, they do the sound effect, and because of fumble, the sound effect triggers on a fail. So I always feel whenever I hear like a blitz and I hear the sound, I feel like it's failed. That's okay, isn't it? But the problem is, Diomed just he should have done that before this 2D, right? Obviously. So, and then if he'd done that last, he could have eaten that dub skull and still had 2 rerolls. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to there. And blitz with a tackle 90. And get the other 3s through. I mean, that's. And then this guy tags. Right, it tags there, yeah, and then you can punch him out. So even on double pushes, he's out of the drive. He's definitely out of the drive now. Looking very strong for Diomed here. Could put guard there and then have like this out as well, right? So guard directly in front. I think guard. I guess maybe the ghoul's going to go directly in front. So yeah, that's the play though, isn't it? To have those directly in front and then have like a U cage. Don't like this. I think just moving him in is good. Maybe he's going to like double rush to try and get it to there. That doesn't seem worth it, right? So could have just tagged. Yeah. And now you're looking at not as good as a 1 in 9 with a reroll. It was like 20% on it, whatever. And then it's less than that now. So yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake by Diomed to allow that. And maybe a bit of a mistake by Wenteros not to take it. Like, it makes sense not to take it because, you know, Wenteros is used to being better than everyone he plays, right? And so you don't want to do things like an uphill blitz with tackle. But when you're playing Diomed, just being safe isn't going to be good enough. Like, you know, like versus a lot of people, probably the problems that you pose by standing in front of it, they struggle to answer and stuff, you know, and like, and you know, getting another chance and making them roll the dice. You know, you hear loads of people say it's risk management and don't let, you know, make them roll the dice and stuff, but it's not, is it? It's just like, you know, there's strategy and there's stats, and at the end of the day, 20% to knock that guy over, should have probably gone for it. It's not great, is it? It's not great, but it's better than whatever this is, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Maybe this would be higher odds. But I doubt it. Lets him get in for the double base if he wants it. Then the double base will just get freed on it, so don't think he's scared of anything right now. This is just like what Wolf Blitz Chain 2D. Okay, well that's good. That helps, doesn't it? Now it's what, wrestle hit. See what happens. I'm guessing. Would be better off wrestling here, eh? No, just pushes. This is like a 1D into a 2D, isn't it, from the wolf, which isn't bad. But he can blitz with the other wolf. He can blitz with the other wolf. Knocked out. Gets the 2 into 2. Oh! It's the full pow. And then he gets the block with a Wraith to clear. And it's wrestle, so it works. And there you go. Like some people wouldn't have got that, right? Maybe even most people. But the difference is when you're playing somebody, you know, in Super League, they're gonna find that, aren't they? So you've got to do your uphills. As horrible as that uphill was against the Blodger. Interesting. Super interesting. And it's weird because it'll be the best players that are most averse to doing that, right? Like that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like I was saying about, you know, to PC earlier today. Oh my god, Wenteros has used 7 minutes 32 of his time bank. 7 minutes 22 of his time bank. So Wenteros might be a little bit pressure in the second half. But now Diomed, you know, it's 1-1. He's driving, he's got a full team. Hard to bet against him right now. As I was saying in PC, like, you know, he wanted to do something that had a 3+ dodge. And I don't want to have an 11% to do nothing on my turns, you know? Like, that's horrible. So I'd rather be 100% to get an 8 out of 10 turn than I am to be 90% to get a 10 out of 10 turn, right? Because I don't need 10 out of 10 turns to beat most people. And like nobody does. Like I'm not saying I do. Like people don't need 10 out of 10 turns every turn. Like nobody gets 10 out of 10 turns every turn, do they? You know, no one is. There's no Magnus Carlsen of Blood Bowl. So if you think that the doing a 3+ dodge is a huge payoff, even if you do think it's a huge payoff, like there's still like other things that you can do that are nearly as good, and just don't run the risk of throwing the match, right? But those are the things you've got to do in Super League a lot of the time, because getting the good result won't be good enough. You know, rarely in other formats, but especially like Super League, quality opposition is the thing, right? There will be times in tabletop tournaments and things like this. Take the ball down only. No, he's taken the power. Oh, you can push him that way. Yeah, okay, let's push this one back. There'll be times that you obviously play good players in, like, you know, even in Rebel, like something like that. Even in Fumble Super League, there'll be times where you play good players, but it's a hard switch to make. It's a hard switch to make from I've got to not do anything wrong, don't give them stupid dice to do anything, to I've got to take these stupid dice because I'm not going to get a better chance. Like Elyod, right? Elyod playing ladder, it was just constantly, you know, have faith that your opponent will mess up and just do everything safe. And it worked for him like nearly every time, didn't it? It was brilliant. I couldn't believe it. I was watching the game like, you've got to do the 1D here. And he's like, nah. And then next turn his opponent would rush and give him the ball. And I'd be like, alright, pretty good. But versus the top guys, you've got to do those things, I think. And even more so for people that aren't as good as them, like, you know, Diomed and Wenteros and Spartacus and K-Fog are all really good, but they were still pushing things that they wouldn't normally push, just because they know the situation they're in. KO recovery was huge, wasn't it? If this was one mummy, it would have been pretty over. But 2 mummies means it's very much a live game. It's so annoying, yeah. Necro are a monster team. Well, on tabletop, when they get the guards, right? Getting guard wraiths is so huge. And also guard fleshies, because in progression you want to go block first to level them and everything. So in progression it's pretty brutal, because you've got your wraiths never skill. And if they do, you kind of want to go Mighty Blow, so you get Mighty Blow on guard. And then the fleshies take ages, and they want to get blocked first. They're all about 1500, I think. Armor guy, I think they're all about 1500. There is a thing. There you go, that has the rules. And I think it's 1200 plus 15 skills. Oh, it's 200. So they're about 1400. About 1400, so just a bit more than tabletop. 1200 plus 200. Instead of normally it's like 1150 plus 1200 plus 120. It's normally 1150 plus 120, isn't it? Baseline. And this is 1200 plus 200. So 1400 instead of 1270. Just a few more than tabletop. Just a bit more than tabletop. Not tons more. But enough, I think, to make it a bit more skillful than tabletop, right? With tabletop, you're so starved of resources on tabletop. And you don't really have a lot of, like, mitigating things. Yeah. There was like unlimited 2 stacking, and only one player could be 3 stacked. So yeah, the Undead went for more stacking, whereas the Necro went for get your guards out. Wenteros won game 1. Right. So he just needs a draw here, but of course he's down to 8 seconds in his time bank. And it's 1-1 in his Diomed's drive. So it's not looking great for Wenteros right now, but you know, if you can just get something going at some point, you can get the stop, and he'll win if he makes it 1-1. So he does only need the draw, or he could force Diomed in early, right, and make it 2-2. Get a Desmond out of it. Pick up the pace, Wenteros. He's looking at this with his eyes glazed over for 1 minute and 20 seconds. He's going to use all of his time bank on this pretty nothing turn, I think. No, he's come in. Like, you've got to have that time bank. You've got to have the safety net of a few seconds. You know, just in case, like, a animation doesn't resolve or whatever. Having 0 left is so terrible. Yeah, like, I think that's fine. Like, it is fine, right, to take the time you're allowed. And, you know, like, there was something the other day. Oh yeah, it was the zombie, right? The zombie rush. That if he'd taken a little bit longer, wouldn't have made the rush with a zombie, would have gone around the other side. Or skink or whatever. There was a player that had to make a rush. And could have just gone the other way around. So it might have been a zombie, it might have been the previous one. So, like, you know, taking a few moments to make sure you've got everything right. And that's how you should, like, you should be thinking about what does the end state of my turn look like, right? Like, you should envision the end state of your turn. But that's very difficult to do. I don't think anybody really does, but maybe Wenteros does. Maybe Wenteros tries to see where every single player is going to be at the end before he moves the first play. Like, that is the dream, isn't it? It sounds like really good play to do that, but it also seems unrealistic to do in 4 minutes. So he can hit the mummy here, right? He can cancel this, and he can come in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then push it to there, and he's still got 6. So he is hitting the mummy here. I am here. Kazes him. Now don't say it's over, but mummy regens better than the ghoul. Protects the mummy with the Wolfie with guard, and it's not over, but it's huge, isn't it? Removing a mummy is so big. Like, you've got to hit them when you have the chance with the wolves. And he's been pretty lucky, to be fair. He hit one and KO'd it, and he hit another one and casted it. Yep. Wenteros is probably feeling it slip away right now. But he's just got to keep himself in it, hasn't he? Keep holding the centre so you don't give him a free route up the pitch. And then maybe something happens. Maybe you chip a dude. Maybe, you know, Diomed messes up, makes himself roll a dice that's bad. Maybe just misclicks, right? Like, things can happen. Things can happen to give you a shot. Just gotta hang in. Hang in and hope that things change for you. You could re-roll this. Like, I don't hate it because removing the wolf is how things can change for you. So it's not like a good move in terms of overall, but it's giving you like a high roll chance, isn't it? Like betting on the lottery isn't a good idea. You're probably just throwing away a pound. But for the average person, it's the only way you're going to get millions, isn't it? Just a push. Oh God, another one gone. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh well, yeah, they have both. They are both bonus time burners, though Diomed is in a substantially healthier position than Wenteros in that regard. Oh dear, what a disaster. It's not over, but it's really bad. Social contract. Oh dear, the social contract. I mean, it's not that the shame is in it. It's the thing is, like for Wenteros, he's in a pickle, isn't he? Because he hasn't got the time now. He's paying the price. But you know, Diamond's still got to get the penetration. He's got 4 turns. He's done a bit of, you know, messing around at halfway, but he's got to get forward now. He's got to really start thinking about it now. Turn 4 panic. This is turn 5 panic. He has to get forward. He might try to come through this girl, mightn't he? No. He's gone through... Oh, he's gone through the centre. The problem with this is that it can kind of collapse you from both sides, right? Whereas if you went here... You've got your 2 zombies being involved. The zombies can't really get involved if you go up through the middle. Is he going to hit the ghoul? No, the tackler. That was my instinct. My first instinct was to hit the tackler like the guard in there and hit the tackler like this. But then I really did quite like going up here. Is he going to like eye cage? I might just eye cage with the guards. I mean, he can afford to be a little bit patient, can't he? But he's still got to get up there eventually. So the fact that it was a bit free this turn, I'd have been a bit tempted, but yeah, it's not necessary, is it? It's not necessary. That was the wolf halfway through. He should have stood up a while ago. So you go there. No, he comes back. I'm not sure about that. Honestly, I don't really like it that much going back there. I quite liked him going... Actually, I liked him moving before the ghoul and going there. I really quite like that. Then you've got like the zombie advance to like maybe use as a back corner or something. I mean, Wenteros is just kind of down too many players at the moment, it feels like. Got 9 but 1 stunned. Still 11 for Diomed. It's funny, Diomed got his team smashed to pieces in the first game and now he's taken absolutely nothing this one. So at least Wenteros can, you know, has got the previous game to think about, and at least Diomed had this chance to make up for the first one. Oh, well, there we go. That's being powered. He's got to go to here, hasn't he? Yeah. Plum plum push. Does he go up? Yeah. You could stand up both of these, then you could 3-dice him with a fleshy, which is pretty tempting, isn't it? You do have to go somewhere at some time. And surely this time Wenteros will take, like, you know, a 20% shot at the ball. Because surely, if he didn't know already, now he really knows that it's bad. Doesn't push him into the wolf. Interesting. Super interesting. Comes in for the blitz here to get forward. Another Kaz, oh my god. This has been a bit of a dicing. Well, a lot of a dicing. I don't think it's been as much as the Wenteros game was against Diomed, but like in the first game, but this has been pretty much a dicing. Somewhat similar to that game. Dodge off the wolf at the end, can't he? These guys are out of it. It's so much harder to get back the front. You want out front. Yeah. You want out front because he can't get around the back, and then you can also dodge this guy to cover the back as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, wolf can get to there. He can't. He'll fail his dodge instantly. Snake his dodge. So he finally did get forward, just in the nick of time. And now the question is, does Wenteros have enough players, and can he get them over there well enough? The answer's probably not. This is pretty grim. That's all gummed up pretty well against the fleshies and the wraiths, right? All 4 of them are there, just making it very hard to free anything up or do anything. No chains or anything. Just these 4 occupying like these 6 or 5 pretty well. These guys are too far away. Double mummy dodge to hit the ball. It's mad that as outrageous as that is, it's not even that bad, right? You've got 2 rerolls, put them both in. I mean, it is bad, obviously. But in this game, there's a point where it's not that bad. And would be the best thing. But yeah, you could go for the... Oh yeah, just hit them. Fair enough. This is a bit lame. It doesn't do enough and it gets you hit back. You can dodge his other ghoul off, can't you? And then you have 3 ghouls versus 2 ghouls, a wolf and a zombie. But the thing is, next turn Diomed can free a fleshy or a wraith, which is bad times for Wenteros. Doesn't re-roll that. He only got 2 re-rolls. Like, it wasn't that good, but he probably should have re-rolled it, right? Just because he's really got 1 turn left after that. This is a huge if it's a POW, isn't it? 1 block to free up 2 players. Ooh, but it's a 1-deer at the moment. It's a 1-er. So you could try and power this guy, or you could move that zombie back, but I feel like you really want to make this hit and try and free both of these players. Oh my god, he dub skulls. And he gets a push. Into a POW. Bob your father's brother. You can actually screen off these 2 ghouls, can't you, by going there and there? But that does essentially a better job. A deeply thinky game. Yes, you do this block first so that if you get the POW, you've got the 2D. If you don't get the POW, you try and dodge the wolf to cancel this. Oh, he did that hit. Okay. That's spicy. That's a spicy hit. So now he gets this guy freed. Just there's good enough, isn't it? Keep it an uphill. Oh, he doesn't do that. Interesting. Yeah, Wenteros losing all his time back isn't too surprising, but Diomed down at 37 is pretty low. Yeah, I didn't like this at all, honestly. I like here. Who's hitting here? This wrestler? Like, this guy can hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush. So I really liked having the guard there. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, rush. Like, I don't know how this guy reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but against both of them, the guard's helping versus both, right? Like, this guy isn't really doing anything out here. Where was he here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could have gone like there, right? Like, that's way better. That's way better, like here. Here. That's way better to be right on top of both of these. But yeah, I think this guy should have been there. Anyway, not that it matters much. Because Wenteros has got to roll a bucket of dice to have any chance of doing anything. I guess he was more scared of the wrestler, that's why he put him there. But I mean, the guard would have done the job either place. Yeah, the time tension it's hard to take. I'm trying to not look at the turn timers because I get too you know, at it. Only gets the push. Yeah, I'd go so far as to say Diomed was wrong there. I think it was much better having the. Or maybe it was a rush. Maybe it was a rush to there, honestly. But then he could have just had the ghoul. It's still a mistake to not have the ghoul 1 back in the first place, then, right? Don't remember where that guy was. Like maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe it wasn't. Well, it's a 2D and a 2D, and he's 1. Did have 1 more square. Yeah, it just seems better to be 1 ahead. It's interesting that he didn't do that. That guy's gone. Oh, does this mean he can make it a 3D? Yeah. I've still got 3D with wrestle. Moves in. And barring a timeout, we're going to a game 3. This is more what I was expecting from this matchup. Honestly, like the 2-1 win. Like, no offense to Wenteros, of course, he's a good player, but I think Diomed is top 2, and I feel like the Necro are just really strong, stronger than Undead. I mean, this is the exact team build that I chose, so obviously I like this team more. I wouldn't have purposefully chosen a team that I didn't think was the best. So I don't think Strider thought Chaos were the best, just did it for a bit of fun. That's not me. I would only ever pick the thing that I thought was the best. Not a timeout. That's that. I really hate that it doesn't take you to the post-match screen. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. Every flippin' time. But yeah, they'll go into a tiebreaker match now. I'll have to move them into the tiebreaker league, and yeah, congratulations Diomed, commiserations Wenteros. That was a pretty one-sided game. Like, both games have had pretty one-sided look. But having said that, I feel like Necro are the more high-rolly team, right, with getting the claw hits on the mummies. They're more likely to do that. But then, you know, the first game, the mummies were just hitting fleshies continuously, so it wasn't too surprising they did the first time either. So either one has got a pretty good high roll, haven't they? Either loads of mighty blow. There's 4 mighty blow for the Undead, and then there's the claw mighty for the Necro. But again, once Necro start rolling, they're really good at like keeping it going. So interesting, but it'll be cool to see the. No, I won't forget to include OT in it, Salakas, because I've already got the division made. See, it's very easy now. I've got. I called it playoffs. I should have called it tiebreakers, but I've got the divisions already made, so I can just move them into this. And so it's got Diomed versus ODL from last season. So I can't mess it up again. I can't mess it up again. So there you go. Right, thanks for watching everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.